when I worked at the YMCA, because the I would say the area I worked in, which is the Park Place, James Monroe area, the children were kind of. I'm not gonna say maybe I'll say this a little rough around the edges. I mean, most of them come from single
family. So they was ghetto kids.
I guess.
Tell it like your TIT. They was hood kids.
Most of them were hood, but they come from single home.
It was a low income demographic.
Like we all are.
Yeah, we all are.
Let's not act like we're so professional.
Right.
Well, yeah, they come from single home, broken families or whatever. So most of them.
All of us.
Please.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So
y'all was all raised by single mothers.
I'm about to say, you talking about please. All of our parents were
y'all was all
single.
raised by single mothers. What is y'all talking about?
Oh, you raised by grandma.
That's what we just said. Are you not listening?
Got a different upbringing.
Quinte said, "God get into his head."
Too. But what you were saying though, Will?
It's the same thing.
But yeah, they come from broken families or whatever, and so they would come to the before and after school care. I guess I'm not gonna say wanting more attention, but just needing a little more than a little bit more than extra.
Because of what they ain't getting at home, like they was like Terrion talking about earlier.
Right, and so I just got attached to a few of the kids. Honestly, they would come into my house. I was taking them like to Hallelujah night, church events, family events, and stuff like that. And one of the boys, his mom was a supervisor. Now I wouldn't say he came from a broken house, but of course his mom was single. She was raising him, and his dad was incarcerated. So he started calling me dad. To this day, he's still. To this day, he still calls me dad.
Were you and his mama involved? Like
no, he just started calling me dad because I was spending so much time with him.
Oh, so he was over the house a lot.
No. He was going to pick them up. They look alike. That's why. If you've seen LJ, you'll know.
Oh wow.
You'll know why.
Oh, so you was having relations? He's
sorry,
sweating.
Sorry, Miss Vicky, if you watching this, but you like 50.
You like taking kids and that's in your Sweet frog.
No, that's what I'm saying. There wasn't no. I never put a barrier up for real. I felt like, of course, I know the professional side says, this relationship you have with the child stops at work or whatever. But of course, their mamas and daddies didn't care. So hey, it was what it was. And I felt like at that moment it was necessary for them because, of course, I know what it feels like not to have a father, not to have that kind of that man, that person that you can talk to, and then I was young too. So it wasn't like I was super old to like being real strict and hard on them. Yeah. I used to let them wild out and do whatever they wanted to do, dance, and they supposed to be doing their homework and they in there listening to music, hitting the folks and hitting the Quan. But I mean, it was just.
I got an interjection for that. I can relate for both of my jobs. Yeah, I got 2 jobs, by the way. They call me 2 job Tara. Anyway,
who calls you that?
I like Kevin Gates.
So jealous.
Oh wow.
2 job Tara, no job daddy.
Yeah, 2 job Tara, no job daddy. You alright? Anyway, for both of my jobs, for my North Public Schools job, when I first started working at Northside Middle, I was coaching the step team. And it was like, not all of them, but
the kids was bad.
They was not. Some of them got attached to me, and to the point I was, taking them on trips. They was coming to my house. I'm the godmother of one of their kids now. I just did a photo shoot for another one that's having a baby. I just got close to them, but professionally wise, people would say that relationship I had with them was inappropriate. However, it was necessary because for some of them, I was like their safe space. Their parents were horrible. Their home life was horrible, and they needed me.
Sorry if y'all watching this. Please
no. We talk about this all the time.
Please don't pull up on her.
I think that kind of comes back full circle to what you were saying about being able to effectively do your job. Yeah. Like if the circumstance ain't right, I mean, just like you were saying, if everything's just too chaotic and you can't effectively do whatever it is that you're there for, then it really don't serve a purpose. Like what's the point?
So you have to spend more time.
And in my ABA job, that means Shakura do the well, she higher than me. Shout out to Lakura.
So she do your job too. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I said that. I give Shakura all her props. She deserves all the pay, all the money. I can't do what Shakura do at cars. She do everything. She's what I am and like 4 other things.
No wonder she come home and pass out. Don't want to talk to nobody.
No, seriously, Shakira work all day. I get off about 2:30. I be like, Shakira, what's
stop dinner tonight.
I close. I'm like, all right, see you, Shakira. But at our job, that's no. At our job, they call it dual relationship. They call it a dual relationship, and so it's like basically
use that word all day.
No, it is. That's what they call it. They literally tell us that we can't do it.
Like you can't talk to the parents outside of it
at all.
But in some situations, it's necessary, especially for the child's progress.
Yep.
Because like it was a kid that I had last year. We had a person that was on the team that didn't follow protocol, wasn't doing anything in his programming. Yeah, and so she would like make him sit on the side for like an hour to 30 minutes, and this is an autistic kid sitting on the side for 30 minutes because he doing something he not supposed to do. He can't control it. You supposed to work through it. And so like me and a couple of people on his team had talked to his mom about that person and getting her off the team.
Right, because sometimes it's necessary. That's how I am with my client that I got now. Love him. People call him my son at work. Before he had me, he was having no progress, and he was there how long before he had me? Like a year, right?
Yeah.
And then he been with me a year. They was calling him nonverbal before. My man's talks.
He was nonverbal.
My man's talks now.
It was predestined.
Ask him something.
I can relate to
That's
what
her
y'all.
and Gina.
I can relate to what y'all saying. Like when I was counseling and everything, like I used to take, like I said, all their problems on me. I used to pick up my kids, take them to laser tag, get them out of the house, go to Toys R Us, buy them Christmas. It was times that I used to
you was making all the money, so you.
I used to get them.
You gonna give me?
I used to get my clients. They depended on me, and because they parents wasn't, you know, they was unfit, and it was like one particular client, his guardian, she was a crackhead.
Jesus, how mercy.
And she used to, you know, like if we didn't pick him up on time or if we didn't, she used to like, I'm gonna take him out of services because we didn't, you know, like you got you got
y'all want to do
right. You got $10 for me. You got Pampers for me. So all she wanted the money was to buy crack and stuff like that.
So she was using y'all service as a point of relief for her as well, and then what it was supposed to be for.
Right, and I had to draw the line. You know, I had to, you know, like we doing these searches for your kids, but you can't try to, you know, sabotage us saying that you're gonna take them out of service because we ain't gonna give you money and this and the third.
That's just helping. It's hurting the
right,
kid.
like and first and foremost, that's HIPAA because you know, if we give you money, we can get shut down.
Violating HIPAA violation will get you fired and fined.
Y'all know what's so crazy about y'all whole industry though, is that me just from the outside looking in, and Quinte, I know you got your own opinions and point of view from this as well, from being on the outside looking in, being close to people that work in the field. You hear the same stories. That's what's so crazy. Like you hear the same stories, the same lamentations, and the same gripes that everybody got, and I think that really says a lot. And to your point, folks gonna hate me for this, but these black-owned companies be the ones that I be hearing the horror stories about, ones that's not on their P's and Q's and how the black companies shutting down left and right. Folk ain't getting paid, all type of stuff like that.
And it ain't even. Let's just not cut it off at black-owned mental companies. Let's talk about black-owned everything. Restaurants.
That's a whole nother.
I mean, just everything.
Oh well, let my man chime in because he is a love.
I love black-owned, you know.
company.
I do too,
but y'all be half-assing.
They gonna hate me. Hold on,
you're half-assing. Okay?
Before you chime in, Quinte, they gonna hate me. They gonna hate me for this. No, say what you want. They gonna hate me for this. I hate doing business with black folks. Feel how you feel. Say what you want. I hate doing business with black folks.
I'll say this: black people just have this thing where, and I know everybody is pro-black because this young lady here doesn't want to eat Chick-fil-A, but I still eat my Chick-fil-A.
I'm sure
I don't care. I feel like a lot of black-owned businesses want so much respect and like so much support from their same race, like they from us. But at the same time, we come to y'all restaurants, y'all out of food, y'all don't got plastic utensils, you late. I mean, just the service is horrible.
What are you talking about?
I'm not calling no names.
Netta and Son.
No. I'm talking.
Ooh.
calling names.
Okay, but look, can I
It's
say
a few black businesses though.
No,
Y'all not the only one.
No, I'm not gonna cut him out, but I got one thing.
Step your game up.
Wait, I got one thing to say about that. I think that for me personally, when it comes to anything, I think past the surface for everything. I didn't used to be like that. Yeah. Whatever I saw on the surface, that's what it is. I feel like most people do like that. Oh, I go to a black restaurant. Oh, they don't have this, that, and third. They black, da da da. But to me, it's like black people in general didn't have a hard time doing everything. Everything. So it's not to say give them a pass, but it's
that's basically what you're saying.
I'm not saying no. I didn't say.
Bleep out the name of the restaurant.
I never said give them a pass.
Half and half.
It's not give them a pass. It's to think beyond the surface. I don't immediately just down all black owned businesses. I know for a fact that some black owned businesses can do a better job, me included.
Most.
Okay, whatever.
Most.
Whatever. This the thing. What I'm saying is, we didn't have the advantage that most of these white, most all white people have something over. What you mean?
You gotta realize all black-owned businesses judge like.
Let me just say this, even when I was at that particular restaurant, I wasn't just downing. I actually want to talk to the manager, the owner, so I can maybe give you some points and tell you some things to do that kind of help assist. Because I always want to see, I want to see you win. I want to see the restaurants I want to see us as a people win. But
so that's the difference between you and everybody else that just would say, I'm not doing that.
No, I want to see us win. But what happens is you need someone to come in and tell you this is what you need to do better. Because right now, with this presentation that you're presenting is not working.
That's true, and everybody ain't got that.
It's not a good presentation.
Go ahead, Quinte. I'm gonna say that's the difference between Quinte is a wonderful black-owned business for landscaping. No, for real, compared to somebody else that I know that got a landscaping business that don't know nothing, but they out here cutting grass. But Quinte, he do a good job. He got the education. He had other resources that some people might not have had.
Go ahead, Quinte, because I'm finna bite y'all head off. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna say that before Terrion even said that.
Oh, go ahead, Quinte.
My bad. Like, we all black businesses are easily judged. So when we first go in or whatever, we look at every little thing. So
go ahead, Quinte.
So, but no, it is harder for black businesses to get off the ground because of the stipulations they got in place.
It's not hard.
No, it's hard.
Let Quinte talk.
It's hard for a black person to get a business loan. Our paperwork is like this.
It is. Do y'all know about that?
Our paperwork is like this when you go inside a business. White person, like that.
You know what? The part that y'all glazing over, the one, and y'all know everything that I'm finna say right now is a straight fact. Okay, so y'all talking about logistics and y'all talking about all these different types.
It's the root.
It's a matter of customer service. That's black folks' biggest.
And I can piggyback on that because
you can't have good customer service if a customer already coming into the business judging every single thing.
You ain't got no outlandish business. You ain't got to find this.
My last
you got excellent
job.
customer service. You conduct yourself as a great business person. Why? Because that's your character as a business person.
But hold on, time out.
I know black. I don't know.
Wait, time out. Stop on that point right there. Because we know who Quinte is. We know how he was raised. We know what type of person he is. That's the same thing I say about me and you and how we was raised. That's why we can run a business correctly. A lot of people
that's something that and that's why the points that y'all was making weren't about that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about the struggles of black business and being able to get to a certain level. That's not what it's about. It's about your customer service and how you treat your customers who come to you with their hard-earned green dollars.
So
don't cheat them. Don't cheat me because I'm black and you black.
Exactly.
Yeah,
give me my extra
Wait, what he said? I ain't heard what you said.
Don't cheat me because I'm black and you black.
But what I'm saying is nobody comes in with the mindset I'm black, so I'm a cheat black people.
Right.
I'm a do bad.
But I felt you don't give me the same thing.
You look like a cheat.
Let's Shakura say something. Quinte, you say what you gonna say.
I think it's okay. The difference is like we can go to Olive Garden, which is not black owned, and we can get piss poor service. And we're not gonna say, oh man, fuck Olive Garden. Olive Garden got the worst kind of.
Oh my
God. Olive Garden got the worst service. I can't stand Olive Garden. We're not gonna do that.
No more Italian businesses.
Yeah, we're gonna get mad at the person that's serving us. But when we go to black businesses and then we got bad service, it's mad. Forget black get black-owned companies and just that and the third, but that's what I feel. Like, you get bad service at Wendy's, you're not mad at Wendy's.
I still got
to
something to eat, and something to eat is ghetto, but the food is great.
What you're saying is, and before we get to Quinte point, you saying that is it that black folks hold black business to a higher standard, or is they more critical of black business?
I think it's a little both.
They're more critical. I agree. I said that I'm that person. I'm more critical and I'm holding them at a higher standard. Why? Because you want me to. You. It's like when you go into these black businesses, and then you have everybody saying, support black business. I cannot say business today. Black businesses and da. So when I get in there, give me what I expect. Give me the service.
And I think that's fair.
Give me the service. Give me the good quality. First of all, you putting on like your stuff is of great quality. Your food good. Right. Your product is great. Right. Oh, I do the best makeup. I do the best nails. But when I come there, your baby is walking around in a funky diaper. Right. You're late to your appointment. You're calling people saying I can't do your hair because I'm out of town.
Wait, hold on, because Quinte need to chime back in. But all of that, everything that we mentioning right now goes back to my point that y'all tried to glaze over. It's not about the woes and the tribulations of black business in general, like that y'all making it about. It's about your customer service and how you conduct yourself.
That was my word.
Conduct that and the product and the service. Hold on, Terry. Let Quinte get his off.
But you gotta realize when you have great customer service and all of that good stuff, it brings in more customers. So when more customers come in, things start getting frustrated. Now people start acting out of character. A black business can't operate as professional as like Martin Soul Food. Can't operate like Olive Garden because they don't have the capital like Olive Garden got. The better team to be able to come in and pay for a lot of employees.
That's what I was gonna say about what
you have a trainer come in.
In corporate world, that's called quality.
A smooth function.
That's called quality control.
So you gotta let Martin Soul Food grow. When it grow, then they start operating like Olive Garden.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Black business is lack structure.
Time out. Now, so this is my issue. Time out. This is my issue. Black business, y'all can't say that because this is the thing. If I was to start a fast food restaurant, let's call it T's, mine's not gonna be the same as Wendy's because Wendy's has a great. They got money. They got. I'm saying let's say I'm starting off though. You can't say because I didn't give you also black service or whatever. Right. When you came, you're gonna adapt. And I'm not saying you. I'm talking about this is what people do. Oh no, black businesses. Forget black business. But when they go to Wendy's, I ain't going to military Wendy's no more. I'm gonna go to the Chesapeake Boulevard one now. Ain't even no one on Chesapeake Boulevard.
They can go to the Monticello.
Did you get what I'm saying though? That's what I don't like. That's why I don't like the general statement about black business.
But it is what it is.
But what's the
military highway is raggedy.
Hold on, I get what you're saying, and that's a very valid point. That's very plausible. But also, tell me that 9 times out of 10 them stereotypes ain't true. Why you think all of us left Military Circle Mall and stopped stepping foot in that jet when they built back off the down there with the white folks? Let's keep it a stack.
I'm gonna tell you this.
There's some time for shoes.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so I'm not saying that y'all wrong or nothing like that. I'm saying from what I like to do because I care about my people so much. I have a serious passion about, you know what I'm saying, black people in general. But it's black business, especially because I'm a business owner. I choose not to talk about the negative. No, we can speak about it, but I choose to try to help them be better because us downing our own people or just saying I'm not dealing with black business no more, we're not gonna get anywhere. They already against us. I'm not gonna be against us too.
Would that make you an activist?
We're not talking about black people. We're just talking about their work ethic.
Okay. So, question: what makes your black-owned landscaping business different from others? And that could be just another regular landscaping company or other black-owned, because there's quite a few other black-owned landscaping companies. So, because I know how hard black-owned businesses is judged. Like,
so what makes yours different?
What makes it different?
Because I make every customer feel like family. I make every customer feel like they first. I take pride in my work, and not only that, I bring somebody with me like they critique my work.
Cause you fired me, nigga. He took me out a couple of times and he turned me loose. No, I was just helping out a little bit. My bad.
Taking a few pictures, doing a little advertisement. Yeah.
No, he was trying to sell some of my equipment on the low.
Yeah, I needed to come up.
I can see that.
Pay for some canvases. But no, I bring somebody with me to critique my work. Like if I can't see something, I know he can see something. If he missed something, I can let him know or whatever. But yeah, and I take
in the quality. I've seen your work, so I think you provide great quality stuff, and I guess that'll be everybody's and your customers' testimony that you do good.
I'm passionate about my work. Whenever you're passionate about something, you become addicted. When you become addicted to something, you don't have no choice but to be successful at it.
Right.
I got a question. You passionate about landscape, or you passionate about running a business?
Passionate about landscape.
I would say both though. Running a business.
Yeah,
too.
he ain't running a business because I always knew since I was like 18 that I can't work no 9-to-5 job. And I feel like when I'm on a 9-to-5 job,
even though you do have one, remember you do have one.
Yeah, I also have a 9-to-5 to fund my business or whatever.
Right.
Go ahead.
Every time I'm working, I feel like God's speaking to me and telling me this not for you, this not for you. You gonna be a millionaire, whatever. You know, I know you can become a millionaire. You gotta.
Nigga, you been saying that since we was 5. Keep on by millionaire.
Hopefully it come one day.
I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Oh, ain't no hopefully. It's gonna happen.
I'm the millionaire.
If it's in you,
I know what it
it's
takes.
gonna happen.
I remember that show. I remember that show you used to watch. Who wants to be a millionaire?
You gotta do your
Wait,
research.
can I say something about that? I genuinely feel, and you know, we all grew up in church. I genuinely feel when God puts something like that in you, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna be wealthy because I got to take care of my mom.
Honey, we
That's
gotta go
always
around
my
the rest
thing.
of the
All right, my
table.
bad. I just had to say that.
Wonderful.
One more thing.
Wonderful.
One more thing.
Beautiful man.
When it comes to running a business, before you start your business, you gotta write everything down and be realistic. Like every step.
A strategic plan.
Well, we've been taught that having a
You
blueprint.
can't run a business based off your
Write the vision
ideas
and make it clear.
not written down.
Okay, now Shakura, you don't quite have a business yet, but you're an aspiring business owner.
Expiring or aspiring?
Aspiring, there you go. Because Lord knows that she was expiring. Lord knows. What will make your black-owned business different from the next, or the one that you may work at? Because you did talk about you know being working there, you learned so much. You've got so many things that you know not to do and what you wouldn't do and what you would do.
Amen.
So
basically provide quality over quantity and providing like actual good service and not more so focus on numbers, because that's where most people focus on. But ABA, like, you getting money regardless.
Right.
So
the insurance companies.
Yeah, they pay $175 an hour.
Exactly.
And each kid.
let me go get my bachelor's degree.
You gotta think about how much
we
these companies
get
are getting.
We don't get that, Jay.
Oh, I'm like, hold on a second.
$500 a
we
day.
You think it's your turn to cut you off like she should
No,
have.
that's why I was saying something about. That's why they
Snickers
care
and
about
Eel.
the money. They give us nowhere near that.
Yeah.
But we the one doing all the work.
Right.
All right.
They give. That's what they're
I just
getting
heard the number
from
per
the
hour.
insurance company.
I'm finna go to school.
And they pay out
Right.
like big
Please.
lump sums. Like they give you 6 months
My
worth
cousin
of.
can make you a degree,
Dang.
probably. I can get somebody to make you a degree.
Boy, come on.
Miss Terrion, herself, you know, you have multiple businesses. Well, you've had multiple businesses. I'll say that.
One of the best.
Have and had. I'll say that. Well, I'll say this. You've had your hand in a few different things. I'll say that.
Amen.
So what would you say has made you more successful, or what do you think some lessons that you've learned, and what makes you stand out versus some of your other competitors, or I wouldn't even call them competitors. I would just say your
Right.
other what do you call
People
people
that's in the
you
same
work-
field as us.
Right.
Yeah, because
meatball.
I don't.
Really?
Because I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm in my own lane.
I'm in my own lane.
Be
Okay.
quiet. But for real, I'm in my own lane,
What
so
song is that?
I don't compete.
I'm in my own lane. Shut up, bro.
I don't compete with anybody. I'm in my own lane.
I do.
But it's a competition, but not really. It's too many photographers. It's too many creatives to.
That's why it is a competition.
Oh, did he ask me or did he ask Quinte?
Okay, so can I just piggyback off that real quick? This is what I tell people about when somebody is selling something. And, well, I'm not gonna say that because they already selling that. I got some people around me selling that. I always tell people this, and I learned this from just other, especially churches, taught me a lot. Everybody has their own audience. Like, just like this photographer may have, maybe taking pictures for all the rappers and R&B singers, and she could possibly be doing all the bridal showers and all the weddings and all the baby showers and all the family events. The same for them, but because their work or what you see of them kind of says this is what they're good at, you then want to go maybe shop with them or purchase. Get them to come do an event, and then they may see her work and say, "Oh, well, she good at that."
Did you answer the question yet?
She did. Well, she was starting.
You answered the question for you.
Right. I was waiting.
You black bastard, black business.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Black business bastard.
Yeah. So anyway, to answer your question.
I know my father.
So anyway.
Oh, pardon.
I'll wait. To answer the question, what I feel like sets me apart from other people locally or that's in my same field is quality. This is not to shade anybody because I feel like everybody at their
don't even put no disclaimer out. Like, tell it like a TIT.
Yeah, quality. You can zoom in on all my pictures, and that's just what I put emphasis on. I'm not trying to take pictures for people to post on social media. You can do that too, but I want you to put my pictures on your wall.
I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in, y'all.
Yeah. Please show that.
Oh yeah, that's.
Shout out to Lexi, Sexy Lexi Inc. Y'all follow her. Shout out to her. You can zoom in on my bro. You see that skin?
That looks amazing.
Come on now. I'm just saying. When I first started photography, I wasn't doing that. I didn't have in my mind. I want to make good quality photos. I want to make people look good. I started off doing makeup. I just like to make people look good. I see a model in everybody. I feel like I can do that for anybody. I don't care who you are. I feel like you get in front of my camera, I'm gonna make you look good. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing that set me apart. I'm passionate about one particular thing. I want to make people look good, and also even bigger than that, I want black people to take more pictures. When I look on Pinterest and Google and I look up poses and stuff, I don't see enough black people. So I want to put more black images in the world. So what about you, Terrion?
I have a business.
Yeah,
you don't necessarily
I have a passion and drive.
You don't necessarily have a business.
Like getaway driver.
I know that's a hard business though. Photography.
You don't necessarily have a business,
I
but
have a passion and drive for what I want to do with students. You know, I want to help first generation students, first year, second year students, because I was in those shoes.
You talking about in college?
College.
Yeah, for a university.
Let them know.
That's what you're getting your master's degree in. What is your master's degree in?
Higher education, student affairs.
Right.
Okay. So that's my passion. I want to help, little Tyrone, little TJ, Sarah that was in these schools, in these low demographic schools, and they was,
make sure they studying the right stuff.
Yeah, they study right stuff.
Is that what that is? Can you explain that? I don't know what that, like when you say you study in higher ed, what exactly would you be doing as?
Higher education is a avenue of many different things within the university, as far as academic advising, enrollment management, housing residence life, all the different functions that makes the university,
Could you possibly be someone that'll make sure they get a grant that they probably would have not known about? Like make sure they get more funding?
So grant writing, that's not my ministry. I don't do grant writing. But I can, help a student to make sure that they have the tools and the resources to make sure their grades are up to par. They don't want to get on SAP. Make sure they are encouraged to join organizations to get, be a part of different, resources as far as mentoring, peer mentoring,
I got
tutoring.
something to say about you too, Terrion. I think you're gonna do a good job in that area because when you went to college, that's when your quality of life got better.
You was a school nigga.
Yeah, when you went. Wait, let me finish my point, sir. When you went to college, you that was your cocoon, and when you graduated,
you
blossomed and became a butterfly. So I think you will be. No, I'm being serious.
No, I'm listening.
Because why is Quinte laughing? I think that's when
you on camera though.
You crying?
It's on camera. I think that's where you became your life, your quality of life, and who you was. Even if you had struggles and stuff during that time, you didn't let it bring you down, and you let it be to the point that you using it to help somebody else.
Okay, now I feel like I'm about to cry. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's why
love
it's
it.
so passionate.
I love it, Terrion.
And when you grew your beard out too.
So, but this is what I feel like. This is how I feel for real though. With everything you say, with the degrees you're getting, and in the previous work you had doing mental, I feel like you can actually open your own business doing something like a mentoring program or something like that. I'm just saying if you want to open your own business, you can have like a mentoring program or something like that. All right, James, Nettie.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
First and foremost,
the person that put all this together, and the reason why we gathered at this table here, ready
Give
to.
him a snap. He the poet of the year.
oh, I ain't even want to highlight myself.
Boy,
This ain't about me.
Spoken word of the year.
You know, I ain't want to highlight myself.
What separates you from the rest?
Period.
For real, it's really two things with me, man. I'm a perfectionist and I got a great personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times I provide a lot of services from camera work whenever I want to do that, painting, when I do speaking engagements, music, I write, do all kind of stuff. I do a lot of stuff for people. And I'm a perfectionist, like I believe in getting what you pay for. Straight like that though. It ain't gonna be no junk where you gonna have to be making a whole bunch of different adjustments, me having to augment this for you, I'm gonna get specific details from you. I'm gonna ask you 1,000 questions. So when I give you this service or when I give you this product, I know you're gonna be satisfied. And also people love me. Yeah. Like people, that's a big thing that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration. If people don't really like you as a person, they only gonna be rocking with you for the business and having that rapport and the relationships with folks, whether it's client based or whatever, that really help catapult your business a lot. Like
that's
people really like, if they rock with you as a person, then they gonna, a lot of times that's how you get tips.
Yeah.
That's how you get repeat business. You know, Quinte, like all that type junk. So
that's a fact.
That's what it is for me.
That's something I had to fix. Not to say I want to like people like me and I didn't even know why, but it was like 50-50.
None of us know why.
Boy, please. People,
we don't even know why.
Are you alright?
We don't even know why you said it.
Wait, are you alright?
Like, are you good? 50% of people like really like me. Then it was like maybe the other 50% that just didn't think I was a friendly person or whatever. So I took upon myself to be likable. Not fake. I just presented myself a little more friendly.
No, that's real.
My business went
from relationships.
Yeah, my business went from like people that I might just know, they just want to support me. So now I got people I don't know, people that or people that didn't know me, or they might have thought I was kind of mean. Now I'm a little more open. So they're like, oh no, I'm gonna book with TJ. Y'all should follow me on Facebook.
Also, I think
Instagram too.
What make you stand out, you do your homework as well.
Oh yeah.
You spend a lot of time in the house and
in the books. Let's just say in the books. Let's just say in the books you read. He does a lot of reading and educating himself.
Your homework.
You gotta get educated on things.
When you get educated, it becomes natural.
That's because James just makes us think.
You got
exactly. He never home.
When you become educated, you started getting paid.
You got to get paid.
All right, I've asked all the questions.
I think that's something all of us got.
Let me ask you this, William. I'm gonna direct the same thing back towards you. What do you think, you who is a person who provides a creative service? You did your plumbing business ever?
Plumbing?
No, as a person who provides a creative service, like half of us in this room.
No.
As a person who provides creative service like half of us in this room, what separates you, if anything?
It is. I'm about to go back.
Maybe you're a dime a dozen. Maybe you ain't as special and different as you think you is.
I am.
What separates you?
I'm about to go back around. So what was your thing that made you? What did you say that made?
No,
I'm telling you. What made you say that you were different again?
What did we say? We said.
You take pride. Okay, I think for the most part, everything y'all say is the same thing for me.
Okay.
I'm passionate about what I do.
You cheating. You just taking everything that everybody.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying. I'm at the same time. At as he was talking, even about being just a great person, having a great personality. Most preachers and most people get me to come do stuff because a lot of these singers out here don't have respect. You start.
They be divas.
Yeah, and that's just I'm talking about in the church and out of the church.
Yeah.
You start getting the big heads and you start losing your honor, your respect for certain people. When I go into churches, I'm yes sir. First of all, I got manners anyway. Yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. I'm always making sure. It don't matter if I'm just there to sing. I'm always making my hands available to do anything that you may want me to do.
Out of humility.
Who taught you that?
Right.
Who learned that at?
My pastor. He taught me to be a
I know.
servant.
I feel you have a God-given gift as
Shameless
well.
plug.
All that other stuff just gonna naturally come. And can't nobody cancel you.
No. This is the thing. It's
That
It's a lot. There are.
Look at Chris Brown. He didn't beat a girl. They tried to cancel. They can't cancel him because he has a God-given.
Yeah, but no, it's different. The world and the church is different.
Right. Because it's a bunch of singers.
They all go.
The world and the church is different. And I say
Please
that
don't start that because my man gone.
No, I'm just saying. I just say because it's just so much in the church, especially in Virginia area. It's like a barrel where everybody is fighting to get to the top, and I don't have that. My mentality is not that. I don't care. You can say.
I was about to say what sets you apart to me from everybody else is that it's evident you got a heart for God. Like you get up there, it's all about Him, and it's never for show. You're not trying to show off. You even be squeaking, but you start.
But no, and that's another thing.
Sounds so good.
That's another thing. And then with quality, another thing with quality. If you bringing me in to do praise and worship, I'm not gonna just sing to because usually praise and worship is something that's like maybe 15 to 20 minutes. I'm making sure I'm giving you everything. I'm not coming in because I'm tired. I'm not coming in singing soft or not engaging, just sitting there. I'm just gonna sing it then sit down. No, I'm making sure that the same when you first see me, because this is what happens for the most part. You're gonna come somewhere and you're gonna see me. And when you see me, I'm gonna get phone. You're gonna want to call me or bring me back in at your event or your church or something because that first experience is gonna be the only experience that you ever need of me. And then the thing is, if you do that and you bring me in and I shortchange you and do what I did at the last church, you're gonna be like, well, dang, right. You killed that.
So you gotta maintain the consistency.
Right.
You gotta maintain the continuity.
But that's with everything. With everything you do, you have to remain consistent.
Because you don't want to have what they say here. He fell off. Huh?
Right.
You look at the wedding, you was up there sounding like Luther. At the funeral, he was sounding like
Cats.
And we gonna end it on that note, y'all. This is the main objective. Where we always gonna keep it real about it, cause we don't care how you feel about it. Thank you to all of my, I ain't gonna call them co-hosts, but I guess there is all my guests that's here right now. And we might do a part 2 or episode 2.
We got a part 2.
Say it was an honor being on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man, my bad.